Hey, what's up? Haven't done a video in a while, so just to kind of let everyone know where I'm at, we're a little bit in little ways past 2 weeks since I started on this journey of um, correcting my mindset, correcting my physical health, correcting my emotional health. Um, like I feel a lot better. When I wake up in the mornings, I feel energized after I do DDPY. Um, I feel better about going to work. I feel like I'm more fun to be around. I feel like I'm a better person to be around. Um, but two, with that, I start every day, or most 98% of the time, I start the day with doing yoga, DDPY. Um, and that starts my day. If I can listen to something, because I live literally minutes down the street from where I work, I will listen to a Tony Robbins video, or I'll listen to an old Diamond Dallas Page Motivational Monday video. But the thing about it is, and this is like what I have told several people, even a great friend of mine who's dealing with his own emotional health, his own emotional state, if you will. Um, it's feeding yourself positivity. Um, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The first things that you put into your body, the first things that you put into your psyche, your mental state, your emotional state, is the most. To me, it's the most important thing that you'll do. Um, I will try my best to the first few days, the first week. Excuse me. The first week that I started this, I would post every morning. I would post something positive, like a motivational quote, or just telling everybody, reminding them that they're awesome, reminding them that they're unstoppable, that they're an unbelievable human being, and everyone is, and we forget about that. Like, we just neglect that thought. Even so, to the point at my workplace, I went around and I posted up signs. I posted on the bathroom mirror the words "amazing," "unstoppable," "winner." Um, I feel like there was another one, but it's besides the point. I even posted the Diamond Dallas Page quote that says, "Never underestimate the power that you give when you believe in yourself." That you give yourself when you believe in yourself, or that you give others when you believe in them. Um, I posted that up, and it's as much for them as it is for me, because again, I think I may have covered this in the first video. I vowed to be the most positive energy in every room that I go into. Um, just if I can at all, be the most happy, lighthearted, fun, energetic, positive energy, not the annoying kind that like gets on people's nerves, like Superman or whatever. Just try to push people to be better, to be not bitter but better, Better. I know that's probably the way that sounded. I'm sorry, but like I say, I mean, and me personally, I don't know if they're doing it, but if I pass by a door facing that has a note on it, I read it. When I come out of the back room, there's a sign that says you're amazing. When I come out of the back room into the corridor there that goes on to the sales floor, there's another sign that says you're unstoppable. And I will stop and make myself read it before I go out on the floor. Um, because as I even told my friend who is dealing with his own emotional state, or his own emotional his psyche. I told him, I said, put up notes, dude. If, even if you don't believe it now, if you see it enough, you'll begin to believe it. And, I haven't felt as good as I feel in a long time. I find myself not really getting as agitated or even agitated at all on a regular basis. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. But something I wanted to talk about and touch on really quick is your mindset. Your mindset is the most powerful tool in your arsenal to get the job done, whatever it is, whatever goal you set, whatever your daily goal is. Your mindset is the most powerful tool that you have in your arsenal. Henry Ford, as we've heard Diamond Dallas Page quote, as we've heard several people quote, because it is a very powerful statement. If you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. So basically what that means, it's kind of, it's like what once upon a time we would have heard someone say, a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we constantly tell ourselves, no, you can't do it, no, you won't do it, this isn't going to happen, that's not going to happen, telling yourself, giving yourself the reasons why it's not going to happen, giving yourself the reasons why you're not going to hit A, B, C, D, E, F, G goals today. You go into your day believing, I can't do it. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you tell yourself, I'm not going to get a workout in today? I'm too tired. I'm not, if you're in sales, I'm not going to hit my daily quota today. It's just going to be slow. I'm not going to be able to do my job today because this, and this. Forget that. Get that out of your mind now. Stop. Quit. There's something that is circulating through the DDPY social network, I guess you would say. Something that I've shared regularly is people are the stories that they tell themselves. You're exactly what you believe you're going to be. I hate to be harsh, but if you've told yourself, I'm going to be fat for the rest of my life, guess what? Sorry. If you tell yourself, I'm only gonna work at this level, I'm never gonna go any farther, that's exactly where you're gonna go. I struggle with that too. I look at myself and I look at my numbers and I look at those around me and I say, you're never gonna be any more than that. And I'm sorry, there was a noise outside, so I kind of stopped and looked to see what it was. Sorry. That particular piece of my professional life, I struggle with that, the mindset thing, and I'm trying to correct that issue. And someday I will have it corrected. I will have it under subjection to my my thought process, my will, of what I can do and what I will do. But your mindset is everything. If mindset wasn't such a powerful thing, why would there be so many people out there who do seminars, webinars, YouTube videos, podcasts that talk about your mindset and how it's either positively or negatively affects you? You're the story that you tell yourself. Whatever you think is true about yourself is what you believe about yourself. If you think it's true that you don't do your job very well, if you think it's true that you're never going to be successful, that you're always going to be a lackey or a flunky or a nobody, an underachiever, fat, lazy. I'm sorry, these are harsh words, because me personally, I found myself there, and I'm just saying exactly how I feel about it. And that's a struggle for me sometimes. But these are all things that I've told myself. And I feel that the best way to get this across to you is to say it in the way that I find to be truthful. And it's harsh, I guess. But whatever you find to be true about yourself is exactly what you'll believe. I would say things like and I'm gonna, keep this pretty clean. I'm a jerk. I'm a douchebag. I'm hateful, and I would say these things. I would say these things out loud because me and my wife, we would get into a disagreement, or I would say something and then she would say something back, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, well, yep, I am. I'm a miserable old, whatever." Or I'm a hateful old codger, or I'm a douchebag. Um, I don't want to use the word on this video, but it's a word that's very common when you're describing someone who is either just hateful, angry, or cocky, arrogant, you know, douchebag, if you will. But I would say that out loud, and now looking back on it, like like you kind of told that story to yourself, and you bought into it. And I want to give you this example, and I'm going to try to keep this video pretty short. But your mindset is everything. So a very busy day we had just this past week. And I was stuck doing some things that would not really help my numbers. But to me, in a lot of cases, I feel that your numbers aren't really as important as helping people, and that's my goal in life. Like, I may never be number one all the time. I may never be, 100% a top performer or in the top five or whatever, but I pride myself on I go the extra mile to help people. I do my very best to help people when most people will just say, we don't get paid for that. That's not our job. That's not in our job description. We are salespeople. Um, but that's not me. That's not who I am. I will do absolutely everything that I can to help someone, um, even to the extent of, potentially putting myself in a bad spot or a spot where I may potentially lose. Um, but I guess I have that mindset of the greater good, you know. Again, excuse me. So this past Friday was it was extraordinarily slow, and then it became extraordinarily busy, which is not a strange happening. The company and the business that I'm in is like that. It can go from extremely dead to 110 miles an hour in no time. Um, and someone said, "Hey, we've got X amount of this," and everything that I had done didn't contribute to that. Like, I'm trying my best not to say what company I work for, what exactly I do, but I don't think that that's important, and I don't know really what the standards are for social media or YouTube for that matter. So I'm not going to say exactly what I do or who I work for. But I was standing outside, and I remember, like, I was just fuming. I was so aggravated because this person told me, oh, yeah, well, we did this. It must have been a pretty good day. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there with absolutely nothing that contributed to that, nothing that contributed to my paycheck, or at least I felt didn't contribute to my paycheck. But I stood outside and I caught myself drifting into that negative attitude of not woe is me, but why? I guess kind of like why me? I don't know. And I would, I was just sinking deeper and deeper into that. And I stood there and I said, I'm not going to feed this anymore. I'm not going to feed this attitude. I'm not going to feed this energy. I'm not going to feed this personality type. I'm just not. I did a good job today. I helped people. I went above and beyond to help people. And sometimes that's more important. I'll tell you why. Because in the long run, everybody that you deal with is going to remember that. And if they ever need something else, it doesn't matter who they dealt. Well, I mean, if someone's loyal, if someone's a loyal customer to someone else, they're probably always going to be a loyal customer. But in the event that something happens and that person is dishonest or that person doesn't give the level of service that they thought that they should have, do you know who they look to next? The guy or gal who gave them excellent service. And I've recovered customers from other people who said, you know what, I just didn't care for the way they treated me. I don't know why they said what they said. I don't know why they done what they done. But I've recovered customers from other people, and they have become my customers. And only because, I did everything that I could for them and I treated them right. I was honest 100%. And, like, you can do a lot for a person just by either A, letting them talk about themselves or talk about their issue and attentively listening, or making them laugh, make them have a good time. Because there's so many things usually going on in people's lives that they need a break. And if you can provide that break for them, you're the winner. You're the champion of the day. You are the hero. Tony Robbins, rather, said that he got to a point in his life where he decided he wasn't going to be miserable anymore. And any time that he felt himself becoming negative or becoming agitated or becoming miserable, that he was going to stop that emotion. He was going to figure out what it was, and he was going to reject it. And that's exactly what I did. I was in the parking lot of where I work, and I was like, this is just for lack of better words, this was a crap day. I did nothing but shovel horse crap all day, more or less. Didn't do anything that benefited myself. But then, as I said, I felt that negative energy rise up. I felt that negative weight begin to bear. I felt myself get agitated. I felt myself get angry. I stopped and I said, hey, listen, I'm not going to feed this anymore. And I challenge you to do the same thing. When you wake up in the morning, whatever it is, if it's at home, if it's at work, if it's on the drive to work, if it's when you're looking in the mirror at yourself, you feel that negative energy, you feel that negative weight come on. I want you to look at yourself and tell yourself, I'm not going to feed this anymore. Because you're an amazing human being. You are beautifully and wonderfully created. That is scriptural. You are created, and I'm sorry, like if you're agnostic, if you're atheist, you're an awesome human being. There's something about you that someone else could not replicate, that someone else could not duplicate. You are an amazing individual. You are an unbelievable individual. You are unstoppable. You are a champion. You are a winner. Don't let anyone else ever tell you any different than that. Don't let anyone else ever make you feel any less than that. You are an awesome person. You are an awesome individual. Whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. And when you go home at night from whatever job it is, if it's cleaning down tables, if you're selling cars, if you sell life insurance, whatever it is, go home knowing that you did the very best that you could do, that you was a positive influence, that you done everything that you could do to help. Mindset. Change your mindset and change your life. Change your mindset and change your day. Change your mindset and change your outlook. You are the story that you tell yourself. Mindset's everything.